Hey y'all, happy Thursday. So my weekend starts now, so I'm glad for that, and woohoo. So anyways, I am driving home. This traffic out here has been so bad here lately because like everyone's getting off of work later, and so like all of the areas at different places are getting off at the same time now, so the traffic is horrible. Like it'll start getting backed up midway down here, but anywho, I need to go to Walmart and get a lip ring because I've got some somewhere, but the ones that I do have don't fit too well, and so and I don't know where they're at. I have like one little bag and I don't know where they're at. So for the past 2 times I have, well actually all week, I have lost my ball in my lip. Like I have the stud in right here, cause like I have to like dress out now and stuff, and every time I lose my ball on here, and I had a hoop, but it was way too big and it didn't look good, so I'm like, I ain't wearing that. So I've just had the little stud in here. But I need to go to Walmart. I'm either going to go to Walmart today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, because I'm thinking about hitting up both the Dollar Trees down here, because I went to one yesterday and I want to go to the other 2 that's here in my local town, just because I like the Dollar Tree. Y'all know I like the Dollar Tree. Let's see what to talk about. So y'all saw in one of the videos, I have y'all covered up here. What am I gonna do? Hold on. And I'm hitting the traffic right here. But y'all that watch one of my videos, I was talking about how I was having like a hard time. Like that week, actually this week's been kind of rough. Not at work or anything, because I love where I'm, like what I'm doing now. And I love the people that I'm with. Like the workflow just goes really good. I've just had a lot going on in some situations, and yeah. And then someone made this remark, like, I don't even know how, like what all was said, but talking about how there's people in a worse off shape than what I am and going through harder things. That's true. Like I've never once said that ever, but it's okay for me to address how I feel. And I've always tried to be upfront with you guys and stuff. So if I'm having a bad week or a bad day, I'm not just going to get on here and do that, and I won't do that. And it's okay. I done what I needed to do this week. I took a break from stuff. Just after work, I'm rested and somewhat rested. I mean, I've done little things here and there, but I got in the bed early and I took care of me. Like I had to just unwind from everything, and I just had to be still, and that's okay. As far as that one comment, and I don't even know how it was all worded, but you know, everybody handles things in life different. Everybody goes through things in life different. Everyone's road's different. Everyone struggles different. And until you're in anyone's shoes, you can't really say how someone needs to be, or, you know, because if you're, and I'm not saying this to be mean, but if you're looking for somebody that their channel is just going to be straightforward, like just the same thing over and over, like just doing hauls and not talking and sharing my life with y'all, then maybe you need to go to somewhere else, because This channel here is about everything, like hauls, singing videos, vlogs, talking, just sharing my life with you guys. And if that's not for you, I understand completely, but I'm not going to change who I am just to suit everyone. I've done that for years, and I ain't going to do it no more. And there was even a time here on my channel how I was getting a lot of like negative comments and stuff, like years back. And there for the longest, I would just strictly do my videos, like maybe haul videos or just whatever. I'll try to just get through them and get them out there. And I was quiet and with just sharing with my life and sharing things about the Lord and stuff like that. And not completely, but like I was very, very like distanced from all of that, like sharing stuff like that. But I refuse, and I do have my seatbelt on, it's just covered up by my hair. But I refuse to be silent. There comes a time and days in our lives that we need to be silent, like not like, you know, just, you know, being still. But I refuse to be silent in words of expressing like how I feel and what I need to share in life that the Lord puts on my heart, because I'm just myself and my help comes from God. And I know that there's tons of people out there that's struggled with worse things than I have, and I understand that, and it hurts my heart for people that has to struggle like that as well. But you know, I have encountered a lot of grief and a lot of things that's happened in my life that I've never even addressed on here. So everyone handles things different. Everyone goes through phases different, and life happens. And the situation that I'm in now is a situation that I'm not ready to talk to y'all about yet. It's just so it is what it is. And I'm praying about stuff, and I'm letting the Lord lead and guide me on what I need to do, and that's that. Life, we go through ups and downs and twists and turns, and sometimes we make quick decisions when we don't need to make quick decisions that quickly. And later on in life, we see that. Later on in the weeks, later on in the months, we see that. I have grown a lot physically and mentally, both aspects of all of that. So when I see something and my spirit catches it, it catches it, and I have to just listen to that. In my walk of life, used to, I would not take care of situations like that. I would always just get through life feeling numb and wanting to be numb and not dealing with situations because it would hurt so bad. But the older that I've gotten and the more that I have grown throughout this past year, my peace is my main priority. Like, my peace is my main priority. My children's peace is my main priority. But I have to take care of myself. I have to take care of the mental part, and I have to take care of what I feel what's right for me. So that's that. But anyways, so I was at work. I think it was Monday, actually. I have been having a really, really hard time with some stuff. Just decisions. And I was outside working. We were about to go in an area, and these great big old butterflies, I'm talking, them things were like this big old butterflies, and they just flew over me, up above me, and I was just watching them. And have you ever been to a place in your life where everything's just kind of silent? Like, things are silent. And when I say silent, it's like, you know, the Lord's there, but things are silent. And the Lord spoke to me in church, one church service, and I can't remember exactly how it came to my soul, but it was just talking about like God was sharing with me, so silent, like your soul is silent, be silent. And I wrote it, I jotted it down. That's not exactly how I needed to word it, but that's kind of the part of the understanding that I got out of it. And I'm like, what? I'm thinking, what? And the more I'm going through this, I know that it's lining up to now, this season of this silence, souls, like just decisions, and it's just a learning experience that I guess God's trying to teach me in different ways. And I'm like, okay. And so I was outside and I saw those butterflies, great big old butterflies, just flying above me. Well, my phone about fell. Flying above me, and just the beauty in that, just their wings and them just, I mean, it was just like lifting in the air, just like, and they circled back around. And then a little bit later, a couple more came by. And then the next day, and that don't make sense to most, but God speaks to me in ways that I can't really explain, but just seeing those and the beauty in that and God's creation, it spoke to my soul. And then the next day, it might have been that same day, but I can't remember. My days just going together because I'm always working and doing this and doing that. But I saw this big old, it was a hawk. And it literally got in front of, like right up above me again. This road's backed up again. And its wings were out, and it was just soaring in like a circle around us. I mean, beautiful, 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 beautiful. And I felt that, and I felt God's presence so strong. The first time, like I know God's been back behind here, but I'm in this season of, I just can't explain it. I can't explain to you how it is. It's not bad. But I felt God's presence so strong yesterday. And I'm like, somebody's praying for me. Or maybe God's just sitting with me. And that little bit of upliftness that I felt just gave my soul that much more of hope and understanding of the things that I'm going through. It's okay to be still. It's okay to wait. It's okay to let your soul rest. And when I say let your soul rest, if you have never experienced this, then you probably ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. I've never experienced this, ever. I think that I'm so always trying to do for people and so caught up in other things in life that sometimes I forget to just be still. And but I'm learning how to do that. Like, I'm learning how to just be still, and it's not been an easy path for me for that. Like, and I'm not saying that to be negative, but that's something that I know that I'm growing in, because it's not, for me, it's not okay for me to just be still and rest. In every aspect of my life, I'm talking about mentally, physically, and everything. My mind's always a-rolling. My mind's always doing this and doing that. But I'm going to tell you what the enemy has done to me during this, and the Lord showed it to me yesterday, is whenever I'm here, like, that's a good thing, but on the other side of it, sometimes you can get focused on that, and the Lord spoke to me, and he's like, you've got to do, like he spoke to my soul, you've got to do what you're called to do, and that's to help others. with my testimony, with the things that I've been through. And see, the enemy wants that shut down for all of us. And when the naysayers on here say that you shouldn't be saying this and you shouldn't be saying that, and you always have something that's going on, and you're always sad. Actually, no. God has helped me tremendously. God has delivered me this past year tremendously. And it's okay for me to share my daily walk. It's okay for me to talk about the things that I'm struggling with if I feel led to do so. But the enemy, on the other hand, wants to keep that shut down because he knows that I'm helping other people. And when I'm helping other people, not only is it helping y'all or anybody out here in the world that I share stuff with, or vice versa, it's helping myself as well. And if you're sharing your testimony, it's helping you as well. And see, that's where the enemy's got me at in this little season that I'm going through. But it's okay, because I know that my soul is in a learning season, a different level, a different growth. But it's going to be victorious for me, because I'm overcoming things that I don't even realize. And I know that my soul is entwining with Jesus in a different way that I've never felt before. Life's hard, life's a journey. There's so many people struggling with so many different things. There's this one guy at work that has lost his fiance. This was years ago, and I love him to death. He's actually my foreman, and he had proposed to his girlfriend, which was his fiance. 2 days later, they were having a cookout. She went to go get something and never made it back. She passed away. And then a few months, or a few years later, his daughter was pregnant, 9 months pregnant, and she passed away, and so did the baby in her belly. And but people, the Lord will set you up with people to help encourage them, and vice versa. And there's so many people that has different stories, so many people, different walks of life. But that's why our testimony helps one another, because they can tell each other what they've been through and how they've overcome it and how they've made it. And sometimes you just need a little pat on the shoulder, because he was sharing some stuff with us at work and started crying, and I just kind of patted him on his shoulder. I said, it's going to be okay. Even when I was going through hell that day, and I just felt so stressed out, and I knew that God had set me right there for that one little moment to give him an encouragement word. But the devil wants to stop us. The devil wants us to detour us from encouraging anyone, encouraging each other, because he wants us to be discouraged. But it ain't in me to quit. It's not in me to do any of that, because I know that I've been placed on this earth to help others. And I know that. But, the devil's a liar. And I pray for all of us. I know there's people on here that I don't even know. And I just pray for everybody that watches my channel or whatever. And I thank everyone that has prayed for me and my family. I'm thankful for my friends that's on here. The encouraging words that y'all dispersed in my life throughout the years. Y'all have really encouraged me. Y'all have really showed love and compassion to me. And even if we've never met, our souls have met. And I believe that. There's people on here that I've never met before, but our souls have met. And that's just, the Lord's, his ways are greater than our ways, and he knows what's best for us. And I don't know, I know that was a lot of rambling, but that's kind of the gist of some of the things that's been going through my mind and what I've been dealing with. But I never want to be a burden on my channel. I never want people to feel like I'm a burden on my channel. But we all have bad days. We all have good days sometimes. We have good, we have bad. But it's okay to express how you feel. And because, like I said, the enemy wants us to shut up. That's what the enemy wants. He wants people to be frozen in fear and frozen in self-doubt and self-pity, and like, he wants all of that. He wants all of that. But thank y'all for watching, and I hope everyone's doing good. And until next time, guys, I will talk to you guys later. And I hope some of that made sense. I do. But thanks for watching, guys.